This is the Negro Ninja, and today I'm gonna play this Reddit story. Okay, that reminds me of, you know, all the disloyal motherfuckers I was dealing with over the years, particularly family members. But what I like about this is that there was justice. Okay, there was justice. All right, let's let it play.
Relationship advice. Update. My dad disowned my sister and he is dying. How do I convince her to let him go? Original post. Backstory. My family used to be really close, but that changed in 2003 when my dad, 55 male, discovered that my mom, 54 female, was having an affair with John, 54 male.
All right, now there's gonna be a pattern here. Okay, the wife already cheated. All right, the wife is already cheated, and disloyal motherfuckers essentially represents the same thing, whether it's friends or family or whatever. All right, betrayal is betrayal, and I would say the affair is one of the most intricate ways somebody can betray another person. All right,
Dad's childhood best friend. He was basically his brother back then, and
the cheater, okay, cheated with a motherfucker this nigga knew.
he was my dad's best man in his wedding with mom. He begged her to stay and work things out, but my mom ended up leaving him for John. And eventually they got a divorce and my mom ended up marrying John 5 months later.
Okay, that goes to show you. Okay, when motherfuckers side with somebody, you're supposed to be in this together. And you notice they gravitating towards this person more. I'm like, y'all just kind of met and y'all kind of, they'll just side against you in a heartbeat. All right, this right here is proof of this. All right, these motherfuckers are joined. Okay, they're spiritually married anyway, which is why they did what they did. They just couldn't help it. All right. And that's probably something that they planned the whole time, like a long time ago. Like I say, there's certain energy that you would kind of give off when you've been hurt. Okay, that's why there's this pattern. Now, women go through this type of stuff too. I was very surprised to see. I knew they go through some stupid stuff, but they be going through the exact same shit sometimes. And like I said, I was trying to find them stories, but I forgot what they was at. I'm gonna run it to them again, I guess.
My twin sister Sarah, 27 female, was always the stereotypical daddy's girl. Dad spoiled her a bit more than the rest of us and she was basically his shadow back then. And that's why it was really surprising to us that Sarah chose to stay with our mom after the divorce.
Do you see this shit right here? Okay, do you see this pattern? Okay, of just fuckery, 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 fuckery. Okay, now the daughter, okay, is staying with the mom, despite the fact that he's been a very good father and they was close, but she's gonna pick the mother over the daddy when the bitch clearly cheated. Is you supposed to love y'all so close? The mama is the one that cheated and you want to go live with her. Just think about that.
Back then me, 27 male, and her were the only ones to still live with our parents. We have other 4 brothers. I choose to stay with dad and Sarah choose to live with mom. And in the weekends, she come to stay with me and dad.
Okay, and the person that's writing this wasn't as close as the girl. Okay, they're twins. The boy that's writing this was not as close to the dad as the girl, but he still chose to stay with the dad. And the bitch chose to stay with the mom.
Choose to stay with dad and I occasionally went to mom's house. To say that the divorce and my sister choosing to stay with mom messed up my dad is an understatement.
Okay, the divorce and the sister choosing to stay with the mom over the dad. He's not comfortable with this clearly. Okay, and they all know this.
He tried to act like he was okay in front of us, but every single weekday for the year following the divorce, I could hear him cry himself to sleep. After the divorce, the relationship between Sarah and dad didn't change that much. He started to spoil her a bit more than the usual and
Nigga did change. She went with the mama.
still remained the usual super dad, showing up in every parent-teacher conference, ballet recitals and soccer matches, and being the most present dad possible. Things started to change when she suddenly changed her mind about med school. Our dad is a surgeon, and she always said that she wanted to follow his steps, but Mom and John ended up pressuring her to change her career path to become a lawyer.
Evil bitch. Knowing damn well, like the mama in particular already know that's what the daddy wanted. They I swear. She just a bitch to the end. Okay, she couldn't just break his heart. Okay, she has to fuck up. Okay, what many people will call his dream or whatever.
Mom and John are both lawyers. During her studies, John started mentoring.
They're both lawyers. Okay, follow my path, not your daddy's path, is what they're saying. Okay, and once again, for the mama to even do this, that's just sinister. Okay, and for the stepdad to do this is sinister as well because I already know the mama already told him, yeah, he want her to do this, but we're gonna tell her to do this. Okay, that's not even your kid. The daddy is still around. There's certain zones you shouldn't go into as a step parent. Okay, not that I would know because I'm not a step parent, but you don't have to experience something to know when something just ain't right. Okay, continuing.
Her and they become really close. After she finished her education, he got her a job at his law firm. Onto the issue, in 2017 Sarah got married. My dad was absolutely thrilled about her wedding. He gave Sarah a blank check for her dream wedding. To be fair, he did this to all of us. He really liked weddings. But in Sarah's case, he was really excited because she is his only daughter and I always remembered him talking about walking her down the aisle, like every wedding that we went to.
I'm pretty sure y'all see where this is going. Okay, I know y'all see where this is going. Alright.
He always said to her that he couldn't wait for the day to walk down his little girl down the aisle. One day before the wedding, Sarah drops the bomb that Dad and John will be walking her down the aisle together.
What a bitch. Such a bitch. Okay, this is something that the daughter and the daddy have been discussing for years. Okay, he's big on weddings. He want to walk his daughter down the aisle. She said, hey, Dad, you and stepdad is going to be walking me down the aisle. You see this pattern of fuckery. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's why it pays to cut motherfuckers off, you know. When you notice one stupid thing, you know, because it's just going to keep getting dumber. And that's all it is, the same thing over, just get dumber each time. Okay. You know, and damn well her daddy does not like that motherfucker. Don't even like the mama. Okay, just like what I be saying about them hoes, I was trying to put you around retarded motherfuckers. That's what this is. His own fucking daughter. Fuck your feelings, father. That's what she said.
Well, Dad is the most non-confrontational person to walk on this earth, and she expected him to just suck it up. He didn't do that.
And that's the problem with these hoes. Like I say, the pattern. You notice how the better you act as a dude and all this type of stuff, the more likely these hoes are to do some shit like that. You know, you suck it up, man. You strong. You know, that's how they thinking. Okay, but they wouldn't be as quick to do that to these bullshit ass niggas. Okay, they'll fuck them over, but not to the extreme that they'll do a dude that is legit. That's something I peep. Okay, because sometimes I just be noticing how hoes look before they just do something stupid. They just look at you kind of like you might not necessarily understand until you start seeing the pattern of the behavior. Like, I noticed that this bitch always give me a dumbass look before she do something stupid, or why she's doing something stupid. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. So just imagine the side eye, just kind of. That's one way, or I can't do the front one. I'm trying to think. The bitch I used to interact with at that gym, you know, the general manager at the time, she was just stupid. Okay, but just pay attention to people. Just pay attention to their facial expressions.
They got into a huge fight. First time I see he get angry, and in the end he didn't attend the wedding. And John ended up walking Sarah down the aisle.
Now that goes to show you that stupid mentality that people have in general. Well, if you don't do it, another man would. Okay. So she said, fuck it. Okay. Fuck compromise. Nigga. He gonna be the one doing it instead. This is some whole shit. This is coming from his daughter. He dealing with some whole shit from the wife all the way down to the offspring that they both created. Gotta be very careful who we have kids with. Okay. Thank God that the other children ain't like that. Okay. That's boy, this shit here crazy. Okay, he's just gonna suck it up. That's how they think when they do you like that. You know, you got such a nice outlook on life anyway. You'll be okay. You know, like one of my exes told me that. Okay, I know it hurts, but you'll be okay. Okay, and I was like, bitch, I just taught you that you can't just do stuff and expect to be forgiven. That's people's problems. Them doing it to dudes that are considered decent or whatever. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna have no respect for God, you know, because she was telling me that God forgives all. I said, no, God does not forgive all. Some shit you just not coming back from. Okay, as this story is gonna prove as well. Okay, so that's why people just think, oh, I can just repent. You don't just do dumb shit on purpose. Okay, you gotta try to live the best you can. Okay, then you repent if you fuck up. You can't just say, well, I'm gonna go outside and do something stupid. God will forgive me. Let me just rob somebody. Let me just steal and kill. He'll forgive me, though. I know he'll forgive me. They better stop teaching these people how to damn themselves.
The fallout was massive. After the wedding, Dad and his side of our family basically disowned her, and their relationship became non-existent.
And that's essentially how men should be doing bitches in general. You know, like you know, in my 30s, you know, well, that's what I am right now. One thing I was big on was cutting hoes off. Like, even if I'm seeing them and stuff, I just flat out ignore them. Okay, now, I started doing that, you know, what was I talking? You remember that video, Why I Don't Approach Women? And I was saying what happened when I ignored women. During that time, I was kind of just testing the grounds. Then I just started, you know, really scorching earth with it. Okay.
She tried to reach out after a while and make amends several times, but he simply didn't want to talk or hear about her. We expected him to turn around when she gave birth in 2018, but he doesn't even want to meet her kids. Earlier this year, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and unfortunately, the treatment didn't work and he is terminal. Even with that, he still doesn't want to see her again and she doesn't understand that. I am very close to my dad, and these last few weeks are being really difficult for me. How do I convince her to let him go?
You see what I'm talking about? Okay. All these years of just being loving, you know, forgiving. You know, that's how they teach you, you know. Shit, I grew up around women. They always want the man to forgive. Oh, have forgiveness. People just fucking over you. You just gotta forgive people. Everybody gonna be, they ain't gonna be like you. Okay, but you do one little thing. Do they have as much forgiveness for that one mistake you make? Okay, they might not show it, but they hold you to higher standards, and they'll, you know, they'll judge you more harsher than a dude that's, or anybody that's not shit in general. But you expect to forgive and move on. I'm like, y'all better stop thinking that shit. Okay, stuff like this is, you know, like I say, people be trying to invoke evil spirits on you. Okay, because it, you know, like I said, you gotta be careful. They be trying to put stuff on you and bring it up out you. All right.
Now for the top advice.
All right, so I'm just giving my opinion on that. You know, he did the right thing, you know. And it goes to show her, okay, that you can't just do what the fuck you want and just expect everything just go back to normal. That's not how life works. Bitch thought that she can have her cake and eat it too. If this doesn't explain whoredom in the nutshell, I don't know what does. You know, whoredom is not just about a relationship, okay, between two lovers. Okay, whoredom is about relationships in general, whether it's friendship, whether it's family, whether it's, you know, associates or whatever. They all do that same shit. The same exact pattern. Very parasitic. Okay, close to you. Just drain all the nutrients. You know, people, you know, get cool with you and then they learn a lot from you. Okay. And once they had everything they need, they just kind of start treating you in a kind of way, and then they just go to the next person and leech out for that person. That's basically what this is. Okay, you my father, you're gonna always love me. You a good guy, you're gonna always love me. Okay. You remember? I remember one time people used to taunt me. You know, you talk about girls so much, you need to be a rainbow zombie. And I was like, y'all don't understand y'all playing with y'all lives by talking like that. I'm just cool, clean cut kid at the time or whatever, or man at the man right now. Okay, now I'm not a violent person or anything. Okay, but if violence was to happen, that'll be just in that case because you shouldn't be trying niggas like that. Okay, they'll never tell a hoe this. Okay, if a hoe I just hate men. Ugh. What he do to you? Nothing. I just hate him. Always trying to control us. They don't never tell a hoe to be gay. Hoes just be gay on their own for no reason. Okay, and there really is no reason to be a rainbow zombie. Okay, which pretty much just shows you how evil the gesture is. Alright, but that's just what you have to do. Okay, and it was only going to get dumber had he continued to talk to his daughter. That's how people. That's just what they do. Okay, they don't get better; they get worse. Okay, that's how people do. They ain't doing you right now. That's just a pattern. Just like you know, like how God described a seed. Okay, whatever the seed it is what it is. A peach gonna grow into a peach tree or whatever. Okay, a mustard seed is gonna grow into a mustard tree. Okay, you can't stop it. Okay, you can just get away from this shit. That's how you do it. If you don't like the scenery, go. Oh, I don't like this fig that is not producing fruit. Let me go over here to the fig that is. Okay, I like this fig though, but I'm in the mood for something else. Let me look at the mustard trees. That's cool. That's how you have to do it. Okay, you can't change nature. Okay, that's what people are. We looking at trees and stuff. Remember when Jesus let this blind man see? Jesus could have just did it right then. He did it. Okay, there was like, I'm getting my vision back. I see trees. And that right there was just God showing him something. Okay, because all the other times he'll just say your sight is back. You just do it instantly, but it was 2 steps with that one. Okay, and that right there just proved my point. All right. All right, before I get to the second part, I want to play this part where somebody was giving their input.
Absolutely. To wait a day before the wedding to drop that bomb. She knew it wasn't going to go over well. Terrible situation all around.
See, she knew it wasn't going to go well, and she still did it. That's why I'll be talking about when them hoes they'll be giving you a facial expression. They'll telegraph it. But you just might not see it because we be thinking about some other shit. And that, they predators. Okay, people in general are like that. Okay. People in general are like that. Like I told y'all, when that nigga, y'all know who he is, started copying me. I was like, oh man, we was talking at Barnes and Nobles. Then when we was leaving, I noticed he was giving me this weird look. Come to find out, he made some videos and started, talking about what we was talking about. It excluded me and then started being on Black Ram's nuts. No disrespect to Black Ram though. He alright. But that's why people be kissing up to him. Though. That's what this remind me of. I ain't got no beef with Ram though.
Over the fact the daughter took her dad's money for a dream wedding, and after it was spent then she tells him, oh by the way, that dream of you walking me down the aisle, you need to share the dream with the guy that stole your wife and split up your family.
I'm trying to tell you, okay, do you see the pattern? Okay, do you see the pattern? Okay, relationships are not difficult. It's just a demon. Okay, these people they all got the same demon. And they just love to attack interaction between man and bitch. But y'all see this is interaction between man, bitch, and daughter. Okay. You just see how it's all just coming at them like, it's crazy.
That was an absolutely scumbag move. Is what I was thinking. The dad was a walking bank account to her, and she never considered all the efforts he did for her. Yes, it's okay.
Like I said, that's just how they see you. Oh man, you're a good person. You'll always be good to me. They don't feel as if they can lose you. So they say, fuck you. Okay, and they essentially look at you as a walking ATM, whether you got money or not. Okay, just like how people harvest fruits from a tree. They just don't give a fuck. Let me just take everything. They ain't thinking about nothing. Okay, low level people, low frequency people. Okay, that's all they can do is take because they ain't got no energy of their own. This might have to be a part 2 coming up.
To change plans and decide different careers. but he spoiled her, loved her unconditionally, followed her with admiration and care, and she brings a blow like this upon the father who lost everything.
Like what I'm saying, like you can, and that's another reason you can't trust nobody. Okay, especially not a hoe. Okay, that likes to spend time around motherfuckers you don't like. Okay, that's why I gave that example at the beginning. You know, that's their family. That's not your family. Okay, I've been dealing with stupid shit like this with my family for years. Just dumb as shit. Okay, they know people don't like you. They'll still be cool with them and shit. I'm like, Because if I didn't like somebody, them motherfuckers wouldn't fuck with me. Oh, that's my friend. They'll side with the motherfucker over me. You can't just say we cool with you and side with motherfuckers over me that I don't like. That's not going to happen. That's not going to work well for you. You know, people take advantage of situations, but when you get put into positions to where, you know, there's going to be consequences if they do some shit like that, you'll see that they'll switch that shit up quick. Okay, they like to get you when you not in the position to really punish them for it.
She took him for granted. Daddy, thanks for paying for my dream wedding. I need to tell you one thing. I want you to walk me down the aisle with the guy that effed mommy behind your back, and then stole her away. Do you remember him? Your former best friend turned most hated enemy? Yeah, I want to give that man equal honor as father of the bride. I don't understand why you're upset, Daddy.
See, it doesn't, like I say, don't that explain holes you probably been dealing with over years? Okay, once again, you probably, like I say, some of the stuff you just have to learn. Like if you grew up in toxic environments, oh, this is how people are. You probably ain't really thinking about it. Okay, you know how they say you put a frog in some hot water or something, it'll hop out. Okay, but if you put it in some cool, you know, room temperature water, and you just turn up the heat, that the frog don't know that it's boiling to death. Okay, that's why it pays, you know. And this ain't necessarily true for everybody because some people grew up in nice environments, you know, to where they can probably stay there and live for the rest of their life. But it is always good to just take an assessment and then just think about, you know, and it's still confusing because how would you know? That's what you grew up in, right? That's why it pays to watch shit on TV or watch other people that's just 100% different. Then you'll see, I'm like, you know what? Y'all niggas ain't shit. Okay.
All of this. Any idiot would know that this would cause a problem, and she had to be a cruel, spineless person to spring this on her dad, on the day of the wedding rehearsal. And now for the update.
Alright, I'm gonna just do a part 2 to this, because this shit long, and this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today, Negro out.